guys, welcome back to my channel. I need to do this somewhat quickly, at least this little intro part of it to get it started because my battery's about to die, but I will charge it and then continue on. I'm going to try doing one of the 24-hour reading vlogs, the ones where you have to read for 24 hours, not in one day consecutively, but stopwatcher it because I can't do consecutive. I need sleep to function and I didn't get enough last night, so I'm kind of tired and might need a nap today. But I just wanted to let you know what I was gonna plan on doing. I have my phone here to set the 24-hour timer, just to give you heads up on what I'm doing right now. I'm talking super fast for no reason whatsoever. So the book that I've been listening to when I work, my audio book of choice for sewing or doing my plan with me's or delivering or driving or whatever, is Kingdom of the Feared. I'm on the last book of the Karen Maniscalco series, Kingdom of the, I don't know what the heck it's called. And then for my nighttime audiobook, I'm on Scarlet, and I've got only about an hour left of this one, so I will be moving on to one. The next one's the one with Rapunzel, right? The Crest, I think, is the next one. But I will be moving on to Crest shortly, and I just need to find a physical reading book. So I went to Nikki's house the other day, and she gave me a pile of books that she wants me to read. Sorry about the garbage man if you hear him in the background. The first one that she gave me was these books. They're the Sal series. I don't know. This one's a little black book. It's a prequel. I made it about halfway through, but I did DNF it, so I'm not going to finish that series. Not because the story wasn't interesting, but just because I didn't like the writing style. She also sent me home with all of these. So we have the Hush series, not Hush Hush. I've already read Hush Hush. This one is a different series, and I'm not sure what it's about. I read the thing, but I can't remember now. Then we have a dark romance. This one's called The Antichrist. Then she sent me home with, it's called The Sleep Experiment, which sounds really interesting. It's like a horror book, if like what happens if they don't let you sleep type of thing. So that one sounds really interesting. And then we have Take My Hand, which is a historical fiction. On top of that, I have my never-ending amount of books that are mine. I don't know for sure what I want to read yet. I'm probably going to sample a few. I've been reorganizing my bookshelves. And in the process of reorganizing my bookshelves, I'm breaking up all my books into 3 categories. Really, really want to read, really not interested in, and not sure, somewhere in the middle. The really not interested book pile is going to turn into a try a chapter. I'm going to sit down with like 5 books at a time, read a chapter of each of the books. If I'm interested, it'll go into another pile. If I'm not interested, it's going to get unhauled. I don't think I'm going to do that today. I do need to do my plan with me today, and I do need to start back up on that blanket because I stopped doing it for the entire summer. I haven't seen my nephew all summer. I haven't sewn all summer. Having my husband come home and then leave again, it's really messed up my productivity for the summer. I recently, oh, look, I have a kitty who's running around me yelling at me right now because she wants to be fed, but I will feed her momentarily. She is a big girl. She's a big chunky girl, and we're trying to get her weight down, so we are feeding her on a schedule now instead of just free feeding to see if that helps with the chunka. She's not happy about it though. She likes her free feeding. I did hit my goal for the year of 75 books. That does include reads, and I would like to get my new reads up as high as possible. I've got them almost to 50. I think I'm at 46 or 47. Okay, calm down. I'm up to 46 or 47 new reads now, and then I'm hit 75 books total, including rereads, which I'm happy about. I did finally finish Den of Vipers, which I'm also happy about, and it ended really cute. So instead of me giving it 1 star, I gave it 2.5. Yay! Okay, I don't know of anything else. I feel like I'm talking so fast because I'm worried that my camera's gonna die, but apparently the longevity of my almost dead battery, it was better than I thought it was going to be. Because I've been going for 5 minutes. It still says my battery's dying, but it's not dead yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably set up for my plan with me. And I'll probably listen to an audiobook while I'm doing that. And if I'll get this charged as soon as possible, and that way I can keep you guys updated. But I don't know how I want it. Do you do like a timer to start it, or do you do like a stopwatch thing? So I think we're gonna go for the stopwatch. Just so that way we can keep an eye on how I'm doing. I do have a shift tonight, but it's the lowest shift that I will take. So it's not great money. It's $90 for 3 hours, which sounds great in theory until you think about the fact that I have to buy gas. So I'm not positive if I'm gonna do it or not because I'm being lazy, but it's only 9:30 in the morning. I've been awake since 6:30 though because I couldn't sleep. I have a little Scentsy fan thing and it started whining, meaning it's probably dying. And it woke me up out of a dead sleep at 6:30 in the morning. And then I remembered that I needed to take the garbage out, that we didn't do it last night. So I ran outside and took the garbage out. And now I'm awake and laying in bed listening to Scarlett. And I'm like, you know what? I wanted to start this vlog like 3 days ago and didn't do it. So let's start it now. So welcome to my, how much can I read in 24 hours? So let's do the little updated portion of this. So for Scarlett, I only have 55 minutes left. As you can see down here, it's super, super close to being finished. And then for Kingdom of the Feared, I'm only 14% of the way through. I still have a little over 11 hours left. I just started this one yesterday during my shift. I do have other books in here that I want to read. I have The Only One Left, which is going to be due in a couple of days. I have Flower Heart, which I started, but I haven't made any progress with. I also have The Queen Rising. That's got a little ways to go still. And then my newest ones, I have I'm Glad My Mom Died. This one is called When We Rise. I might remember, it's something about gay rights. Again, Nikki wanted me to read it, but she was giving me the physical book, and I can't listen to memoirs any other way but than an audio because I can't. It's hard for me to get emotionally invested in a story when I can't hear their voices. And I don't know what it is about hearing their voices tell me the story, but it matters to me. And then part of my actual TBR is Kevin Kwan's new book, Sex and Vanity. And then I haven't started a physical book at all. We were joking that I was gonna read Unhinged, the erotic romance thing. I read the trigger warning section and that was pretty funny. So I might grab my Kindle and read that. But I literally don't know what I'm gonna read for my physical book. But I will keep you guys updated as soon as I can. I'm going to go ahead and start prepping for my plan with me and charge this. Hopefully it'll charge somewhat quickly so that way you guys can actually get some B-roll and footage in between books. My cats are fighting because they're pissy. Okay, I'm gonna go now and charge this. Bye. Hi guys. It is the next day. I was gonna start this challenge yesterday, but stuff happens. I hit max capacity frustration level. I was putting together my stuff for my plan with me, which I didn't do a very good job at, so I apologize for the people who watch my plan with me. It's not as put together as I'm trying to make them, but let's be real, here's always something going wrong. I miss days or I completely forget to do things, so it's gonna hold. By the time that you've seen this, you've seen that already, so you already know what I messed up. But my dog was eating out of the litter box and my cat crapped in the sink, and just lots of little stresses all combined to make me just kind of lose my mind. So my friend Nikki came and got me. We went and got some lunch and we went to the bookstore, which I didn't film any of because I was just not in the right mindset. Then we came home and cleaned up my library area, and in essence making a bigger mess because I'm trying to resort everything and then go through the ones that I'm not super excited about anymore. I just took a couple of them and put them directly into the get rid of pile. I actually gave a couple to Nikki's daughter the last time that she came over, which I do have footage of. But this time we just kind of went going through them. I have a full bookshelf of books I need to do like tri-chapter challenge on, which I should be doing soon. We will see exactly how soon. The puppy is sitting next to me trying to be cute because he is very cute. He's just disgusting. So I think we're finally in a good headspace. Plan with me is done. It is now 10:19. I do not have any shifts for today. My son is taking care of the pickup and drop off for the day. So I have the whole day to read. So I did pick out a book. Okay, so this is gonna be a buddy read between me and Nikki. I'm gonna try to make some headway in this. I don't know how much headway I'm gonna be able to make right off the bat, but I'm hopeful. We're gonna read The Serpents and the Wings of Night. But I got the one that was like, because they're re-releasing all of these. And I didn't know if they were gonna re-release it with the same pretty cover. So I wanted to try this. So between me and Nikki, we have a ton of different book boxes, and sometimes she gets duplicates and sometimes I get duplicates, and we are basically going to be trading off duplicates. She has 2 sets of this coming from the Arcane Society, and so I'm getting one of the sets. But because we have the set coming from the Arcane Society, we want to read the books to see if they're any good. So this is probably going to be my number 1 read. I have been listening to The Kingdom of the Feared. I don't know where my phone is, or I would show it to you. I'll just put it here. It's the 3rd book in the series. What the heck the series is called is Kingdom of the Wicked, Kingdom of the Cursed, and Kingdom of the Feared. It's that series. I have the books themselves downstairs, but I've been doing this on audio. And then for my nighttime book, I just finished Scarlet, so I'm going to be starting Crest now. And even though I did do some audiobook listening to yesterday, I really didn't do anything, and so I didn't keep track of any of it. So I just listened to about an hour's worth of my audiobook, but I didn't track any of it. So we're going to start new from right now, say 10:30 in the morning on Friday the 15th. And this will be book number 1. Okay, so we have, I just started, damn it. I just started chapter 7 of Kingdom of the Feared. So I am literally 3 hours into it, so I have 10 hours left before I finish this one, and then I'm going to do the stopwatch method. And I'm probably going to keep track of it in my planner for the day because I have a feeling that I will not remember, I will mess up, I will close, it'll reset, something will happen. So I'm going to keep a closer eye on it. So whenever I give you updates, I'm going to write down where I'm at, just so the off chance that something happens. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is the library book fair. I know for a fact that I will not have hit my 24 hours by then because A, I'm sleeping, and B, the book fair is less than 24 hours from now. I don't know if Nikki is coming with me or if I'm going by myself, but at least we'll be at work, so she definitely isn't coming with me. But I will do my best to bring you guys with. You probably won't get a lot because the Paulsbo one is crazy. I do need to run out and get some food today for dinner, and I also need to get some cash for tomorrow. So we will figure this out. But in the moment, for the meantime, I have a couple of drinks set up. I just ate breakfast. The cats are fed, the dog is fed, and I'm ready to start reading. So I will see you guys for my first update. Hi guys. Okay, so I am 2 hours and 8 chapters in. So I am here. I am definitely reading this slowly because I need to figure out how to pronounce these names. I even went up and looked up a pronunciation guide and was very tempted to get the audiobook because I literally have no idea what some of these people's names are. I think I just met the love interest because when I was going through and looking up pronunciations, this person's name came up a lot. So I think I just met them. I am 2 hours into the challenge and it's 4 o'clock. I started at 10 and it's now 4 and I've only read for 2 hours. I've been doing better ever since my kids left, but with all my kids here, I was having a very hard time concentrating on reading. And even now I'm still having a hard time, but I like it so far. I'm like almost 100 pages in. Almost. I'm like 70 pages in. But it's really good so far. So I'm just sitting here watching ambient noises on YouTube and Disney Plus. Right now I'm watching sunrises in the parks at Disney World because I'm missing Disney right now. I've had at one point in time, one if not all 3 of my cats literally laying on top of me and my children running in and out. So even though I have big kids and not little kids, they're still just as annoying. They're all out picking up dinner right now. So chances are I'm not going to get a ton more read. And there's my daughter. So I am going to let you guys go for the moment and I'll update you again later. Hi guys. Okay, so it is now 9:39 at night and I've read for 4 hours and 7 minutes. It takes me a lot longer to read when I've got people in the house. Not only do I have my own distractions to deal with, but I have theirs also. So it's a lot of starting and stopping. I didn't make it terribly far. I am on chapter 17, page 140, which 140 in 4 hours, which sucks. I would have been very happy to have had more progress. I know I don't normally read that slow, but there's a lot of little starting and stopping and people coming in and talking to me and my own distracted brain going bonkers. But I'm very much enjoying the book. It's so good. I don't remember what they said it was like. I don't know if I even described what it was about. It's about a human who lives in a world full of vampires. Who was, for all intents and purposes, adopted by a vampire, and she joins this trial to the goddess Nixia. And if she wins the trial, which means that she has to beat out 50 other creatures, vampires, she will get a wish from the goddess. And we are about to go into the second trial right now. She has made some allies. She's not 100% sure she trusts the allies, but they're allies. And she's still alive, which this is a duology, so I'm under the assumption that she's going to live through the trials. I'm not sure how that's going to work just yet, but she's going to live through them at any case, unless this whole trial thing takes 2 books, but I don't imagine it does. I imagine that the second book is about something else. But I am enjoying it.
I know that there's supposed to be smut in it, but as of right now, there is not. I like a lot of plot and a little smut. I'm also listening to The Kingdom of the Feared, and how is that book YA? There is so much smut in that book, and it's not even just alluded to, it's extremely thorough smut. I think I almost said something different. Anyways, I don't know how that book is YA. On the flip side, I am listening to Cinder at night, and that is very much YA. I will not be filming or not filming, will not be timing that time. So when I lay down to go to sleep and turn on my audiobook, that won't be counted. If I am turning on The Kingdom of the Feared because I'm sewing or cleaning or driving or doing something other than physically reading, I will count that. I just don't count the Cinder series because that's my night time. And I will fall asleep at some point in time, and I'm not going to leave my timer running. So when it's time to go to sleep, that's what I'll be listening to. I stopped reading at 4 hours for one. I wanted to update you guys, and for two, because I'm getting tired enough where I'm starting to get blurry. And my old eyes can't take the blurs. So I'm going to call it a night for the moment and get ready for bed, brush my teeth, take a shower, that kind of stuff. And I might read more tonight, and I might not. If you don't hear from me again tonight, it's because I did not read any more and just went to sleep. And if you do hear from me tonight, then it's because I read more. But I'm not counting on it right now. Right now I'm just tired. I'm gonna go to bed. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.
Hi guys. So good morning. It is Saturday morning. It is 11:20 a.m. I can probably show you. I guess I can't. I don't know. Okay, it's 11:20 in the morning, and I have read for 2 more hours. I have been listening to my audiobook because I wasn't in the mood to read this morning, and I had a lot of errands to run. Well, not a lot. I took Elise to work, and then I went to the library book sale. But I had some stuff to do, and so I was listening to my audiobook. When I started this morning, I was on chapter 2. Now I'm on chapter 15 of Cress. Puppy came in. I haven't read any more of The Kingdom of the Feared yet, and I'm still on page 140 in my book, which I will get back to soon. So I was going to take you in with me to do the library book sale so you guys could see what was going on. But it was so hectic. I got there 15 minutes before they opened, and I was way in the back of the line, and then the line kept going and going and going. And so I ended up in the middle of the line by the time that 10 o'clock hit. And then I was in there for about an hour, and it was absolute chaos. I did put some books back because I only brought 20 bucks in with me. And for $20, I have all of this. So I figured I would show it to you guys really quick. My dog just burps if you heard that. I got Elise a couple CDs. I got her a Disney World one and then Pink. They didn't have a ton of CD options, but they were 25 cents each, so I got her 2 of them. I did have a couple in here that I meant to keep that I don't think I did. And that worries me, so I guess we'll see. All right, so I found a couple of really old Jennifer L. Almentrout books that she used to write under J. Lynn. It is book 1 and 2. I don't know which one's which. That's 1. That's 2. Of a series of hers that I've never heard of before, so I thought it would be kind of cool. Plus, this one is a signed first edition, which her signature is kind of sought after, so I thought that was even cooler. And they're kind of old, so I was like, that's kind of cool, so I kept them. I found this, which I've heard of before, and it sounded interesting. It is The Ship of Smoke and Steel. I don't know anything about it, but it's got good ratings, and I was curious about it, so I went ahead and grabbed that. These ones, I might have messed this up a little bit because I had to put a couple back.
I have a couple from Sylvia Day, and these are also all signed. I don't remember which one's which. I have, there's 1, 2, and 3. So I have Eve of Chaos. Wow, I can read. Eve of Chaos, Eve of Darkness, and Eve of Destruction. They are all signed. They sounded good. They had good ratings, and I had the first 3 books there. So I grabbed them. I don't remember what they're about. Oh, I got Rage of Dragons, which I thought was cool because Rage of Dragons is one of those books that I've been wanting to read. It's only a little bit biffed up. It's in pretty good shape. All right, I also got another Jennifer Ella Armentrout book. I got Opal, which is the sequel to Obsidian. And then they had another one in there somewhere, but they had 2 Obsidians and 1 Opal. I thought they had another one, but I've got one downstairs too, so. I also got The Child Out of Alcatraz. I don't know what it's about, but it's a finalist for a prize, which I thought was kind of cool. And it's about this kid in the 50s who lives near Alcatraz. Oh no, I did keep it. Okay, good. I also have these 2. I have this one already, but this one's signed and it's a good copy. So it's personalized, but it's not mine. There's a bunch of signed stuff and they were all in similar genres. So I'm thinking that someone just like got rid of their entire collection. So we have the book 1 and 2, Easy and Breakable. I have Easy already. That one's signed. It's in good condition. I also did that again with these ones. I like Cora Carmack. I read a couple of her books. I found Finding It, which I don't already have. I have Losing It and Faking It, but not Finding It, also signed. And then these 2 I already have, but they were good quality copies. And again, they're signed. So I went ahead, I'm gonna replace those and take the other ones out of my collection. I also got a bunch of mass market paperbacks. Okay, I've already read this one. This one is The Sometimes Also a Star, but I don't have a physical copy of it, and I really like this book, so I wanted to have it. And then this one I almost bought recently, which is The Storied Life of A.J. Figgery by Gabrielle Zevin. She wrote Tomorrow, Tomorrow, and Tomorrow, and I like the way she writes. I just didn't like the story, so I want to try it out from another one of her books. Almost bought that on Book Outlet recently, but I didn't. I got a little thing for the next library book sale. And then I got a bunch of mass market paperbacks. One of my favorite authors is Jenna Showalter. She writes this series of books called The Lords of the Underworld. They are, so the premise behind it is Pandora's box was open and all the sins of the world were released. And they were released in human form. And they have to protect the box and they're supposed to like go back in. Hello. I read the first like 6 or 7 books of the series, but I don't have the rest of them. Most of them I have on my Kindle. And so when I was walking through and I saw a bunch of them I don't have, I really want to read these books again. I got to figure out where I'm at though. I have a list somewhere on my phone or my computer of where I left off. I just got to figure out where it is. So I got The Darkest Torment, The Darkest Warrior, and The Darkest Promise. They're all Lords of the Underworld. I have a bunch of them already. I don't know if Goodreads will tell me which ones I've read. Hold on, let me look. All right, so this is the series. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is The Lords of the Underworld. I've read the beginning novella 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.75, but not 4.5, 5, 6, 7, and 8. These ones are 12, 13, and 14. So I'm not there yet, but I have them. I also got this one. It's called Shadow and Ice. It's War of Gods, and it's one of her newer ones. And I've never heard of it, but I love Jenna Showalter. I really want to get back to my roots and read books that I've been wanting to read for a long time. Another author that I've been wanting to read for a long time and haven't is L.A. Banks. Again, mass market paperbacks. Her first book in this series is the Vampire Huntress series. They had some more there, but they were like really high up in the thing. So piece of the CD case in here. I have one in my cart for Book Outlet. And then these are 2, 3, and 4. So we have The Bitten, The Awakening, and The Hunted. And these are Vampire Huntress books. And I've heard nothing but good things about L.A. Banks, and I really want to read them. Again, number 1 is in my cart on Book Outlet. They didn't have number 1 there. They only had 2, 3, 4, and then like 10 and 11. So I didn't get the higher ones because I was out of money. I only brought 20 bucks in, and I already had to put stuff back. So I didn't want to push it. I put back the Rotten Ruin series, which I do want to read eventually. And then I put back Charles DeLint, who is Ash's favorite author. It was called The Onion something or other. I'd never heard of it. And the only reason I was going to grab it was because it was Ash's favorite author, and I didn't have an attachment to that one. So I went ahead and put that one back, and they almost always have at least one Charles DeLint book there. And then I put back something else, and I can't remember what it was. I want to say it was another World War II book. They were, of course, restocking as I was leaving. And so there's that little part of me that wants to go back at like 1 and look and see what's left. But I think I did pretty good. I'm very happy with it. If I had needed another $1, I probably would have put that back because, yeah, I've already read it. But everything else is pretty cool. I didn't get anything totally out of left field. I normally do. I put those books back because I ran out of room. Everything in here I'm actually pretty excited about. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go. I still have, 18 hours left of reading to do. And I think I'm going to go back to my book. Now that I'm home, I have a snack. I have some tea and some water and some fruit roll-ups next to me. And I can get back to reading now. So I will fill you guys in again whenever something cool happens, or in 2 hours, whichever comes first. Hi guys. So checkup time. I'm at 10.5 hours. It is 11:16 at night on day 2. So it's not too bad. 10.5 hours for 2 days. I did 4 hours yesterday, so I did 5.5 today. And I am currently on page 172, which is chapter 41. If you know anything about the book, there is trials in the book. It's like a tournament thing. And I just finished the 3rd one. I was over at my friend Nikki's house for the last several hours from about 5:30 on. So for about 5 hours. And we read for a good chunk of that. And of course, reads faster than I do. So we were literally in competition to see who could read the fastest. And I already knew she could read the fastest. I had a head start until I took a nap today, and then I went over to her house and she had caught up to me during my nap. And then while I was doing kid stuff and getting out of the house, she zoomed past me, and I spent the rest of the night trying to catch up with her. And she kept stopping. I would almost catch up, and then she'd start reading again. So needless to say, I definitely know who reads faster. It's not me. The book is really good. I'm really enjoying it, so I'm more than halfway through with it now, and I'm looking forward to the rest of the series. I have the novella and book 2. I do wonder how this is going to work, Are they going to finish the tournament in the first book? Is it going to take both books to finish it? Because I feel like there's a lot left and not a ton of pages left. So I don't know what's going to happen. But it's very intriguing. And Nikki is terrible at hiding her reactions. So she's watching this. She knows that every time she goes, I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? What's happening? So now she's doing that over the phone now because I had to come home and feed my animals and take my shower and get ready for bed. So that's where I'm at now. Home, animals are fed, time to go to bed because I have to drive my daughter to work in the morning. But this has been fun. I'm enjoying this. We still have more than halfway to go. So we still have, I have no idea how many hours left. 12, 13 and a half. That sounds right. I'm tired though. So I'm going to go to bed and I need to get some sleep. I know Nikki's probably going to finish the book tonight. I cannot. I am too tired and my brain does not function that way. And I read from 140 to 272 today in this book. And then I listened to a couple hours in my other one. So it's time to wind down, turn off my lights, and listen to my audiobook before sleep. But I will not count that time because that is night-night time. And then nighttime does not get counted because last thing I want to do is fall asleep with my stopwatch going. So I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Hi guys. Okay, so it is day 3, Sunday, and it is 4:42 in the evening. I have not really talked to you guys at all today. I sat down this morning after dropping off my daughter at work. I went to Dutch Bros and grabbed something to drink, and then I grabbed some food on the way home. And I came home with every intention of reading all day long. But I got a shift from Amazon. And if you've been following along at all, you know that Amazon has been very hit or miss. And so when something decent pops up, I grab it and I run with it. So I got a shift. I did keep going on my audiobook. So I'm up to 14 hours and 22 minutes. And that has put me at 48%. In the Kingdom of the Feared. Kingdom of the Feared is the 3rd book in Carrie Maniscalco's trilogy. I don't know what the original name of the trilogy is. I'm gonna look really quick. It's just the Kingdom of the Wicked series. So this is the 3rd book in that series. I've been reading it for a few days now, a little while. What is the date today? About 4 days. I like it a lot so far. It is definitely not YA. I know it's in the YA section, but if you don't like smut, you are under the age of 18, or have some sort of, I don't know, whatever, religious beliefs that keep you from reading raunchy ass books, don't read this, because there is more sex scenes in that YA series than there has been in this adult book that I was warned is very spicy. I am halfway through and there has not even been a kiss in this book. Whereas this one was spicy from the get-go. I'm not even sure how far I was into the first book before there was raunchy scenes. There wasn't full-on sex until this book, which is the third one, but there was plenty in the first two, and they were very descriptive. So just word of warning, if that does not please you, then don't read it. I do not know why this is labeled for YA, because it is not YA. The only thing that makes it YA is that you have an 18-year-old protagonist. Ish. 20-year-old something. I don't know. I think she's 18. But you have a young adult protagonist. But she is an adult. And I know that if this should be just, yeah, not YA. I'm liking it a lot, regardless of that. The plot is really nice. And it definitely has a plot. So there is, one of my big pet peeves is when you have a book that's all sex and no plot. I don't mind all plot and no sex, but I do mind all sex and no plot. So this one has a very good mix. However, if you took the romance aspects out of this book, you would not have a ton left. So it definitely can't stand on the plot alone. The romance is an integral part of this book. So it is definitely a fantasy romance. Kind of on the darker side too. It really is not YA. Why did they label it this way? But me, full-grown adult, I do like the book a lot. I just wish that it was labeled differently. I would still let my daughter read it, but my daughter reads Wattpad, and fanfic. So I'm sure she's read worse. Let's be real here. I don't really govern what my children read. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update. Let you know that I have not read any more of this. Nikki has finished it, which is who I was with yesterday, and we were reading the book together. I did not read today. I was delivering packages, but she was reading. So yeah, she blew past me and has now finished the first one and is reading the novella. Side note, everyone talks about this book like it's a duology. It's not. It's a series of 6. But they're like 3 sets of interlocking duologies. So hopefully it ends at a spot where I'm not going to be clawing my eyes out waiting for the next one. But not there yet. Still working on the first one. Still a little over halfway through. I think I'm on page 272, chapter 31. I think there's a little tiny clip in here of me sitting down to get comfy and read it during sprints this morning. But literally I got one paragraph in and my boys came in and just sat there and talked to me for the next 2 hours until I had to go. So I didn't get any reading done at all. One is sleeping and the other one is hanging out with his friends. So hopefully that means I will be able to get some reading done now. I do still need to edit my plan with me and do my voiceover, but I'm very unenthusiastic about that at the moment. So we'll see if it gets done today. If it does not go up tomorrow, you'll know why. But I will get it up before this goes up. So you should have seen that one already. Anyways, I'm gonna go for now. Hopefully I'll get some more reading done. Bye. Alright guys, don't mind the rough. I need to go to bed. I just finished editing my plan with me. And I'm tired. I've also gotten to 17 hours and 45 minutes, so I've got like 6 hours left, something like that. And I am on chapter 36 of Cress. I've got 4 hours left. I was listening to that while I was doing the basic editing of my Plan With Me, because part of it I don't need to listen to and part of it I do. So I did all of that part, and the part that when I didn't need to listen to it, I was listening to Cress instead. And then earlier today, I'm making some decent progress here. Serpents and the Wings of Night. I am on page 345, which is chapter 39. I'm at a really good spot, but my child was hungry and needed food, so we ran to the store together to get food, and by the time that we got back and I got the animals fed, it was late. So I did my base editing, and now I just need to do the voiceover, which I'm not going to do tonight. So either the Plan With Me will be a couple of hours late, or it'll be an entire day late, which is normal for me because I will get them up sometime between Monday and Tuesday, because stuff like this happens and I get sidetracked really easily. I was really enjoying this. So, I mean, I read a chunk of it today. I actually went through, I think have almost 8 hours of reading just for today, which I am thrilled with. I know a lot of it was, it's about half audiobook, half physical. But to me, that is a win because I have not physically read a book this fast in so long. This is day 2, but this for 2 days. And I'm already within 100 pages of the end. I think there's 100 pages left. Let me look. So we're on 345. And this book is 482. So about 150 pages left. So I'm getting there. I do possibly have some big plans for tomorrow. Everyone starts school tomorrow. And then my daughter has work. But we're talking about going to Seattle because my son's best friend is here visiting for a couple of weeks. And we wanted to take him out and show him the sights. So I think we're going to do a free day in Seattle tomorrow. So I don't know. We're going to figure it out. I have no idea what we're going to do tomorrow. But I'm sure I can take you guys with me so you guys can see whatever we do. But as of for now, I'm going to go to bed, and I have to get up super early because one of our wake ups is at 6 a.m. So I'm going to go to sleep now and hopefully get some more reading in tomorrow. Anyways, I'm talking nonsense and I still have to take a quick shower. So I'm going to go now. Bye-bye. Hi guys. It is Monday night and it's super late and I'm tired. We did not go to Seattle because my son ended up getting out of school super late, which was good because he really enjoyed it. It was bad because we didn't get to go to Seattle. So instead we got takeout and I went over to my friend Nikki's house and read for a while. I did get to the 20-hour marker, or actually just shy. We're at 19 hours, 55 minutes, 56 seconds. Yeah, we're close. We're almost at 20-hour marker. And I'm also on page 375 in my book, which is chapter 43. I like it so much. It's really good. I'm just tired and it's been a lot of driving around, picking people up, dropping people off, getting school stuff going. So I'm pooped and I've got 4 hours left to do tomorrow and I need to start editing this. So I'm hoping that I can get that done sooner than later because I want you guys to have this on time. I did get my Plan With Me done. My stomach is so messed up. Doing the voiceover, it's harder than I thought. And so if you want to laugh at me, please go listen to that because that was hard. But I got my Plan With Me done and up, and so it'll be up in the morning. I probably could have put it up tonight, but I always put them up in the morning. And it was already afternoon by the time that I got it uploaded, so I figured I would just leave it alone. Yeah, I will start uploading this stuff into my computer tomorrow to see how we're doing. Hopefully there's enough in here for an actual vlog. I know that I've been giving you guys like bi-hourly updates, but I feel like I haven't done anything with you guys except for go to work which I have to do tomorrow. So hopefully I can get this up before then. I haven't made any progress on my audiobooks. I did tell you, I think, this morning that I finished Cress. If I didn't tell you, I finished Cress and turned on Winter, but I haven't even made it to chapter 1 of Winter yet. All we've done is go through the acknowledgments, the opening scene for the book, and that's it. Where they describe Snow White, because Winter is Snow White-ish character. But it's been pretty good. Just busy. And nothing even productive busy, just busy. But that's about it for now. I'm gonna go to bed now, and it is 11:30 almost, and I got up early this morning and then took a nap. And I have to get up early tomorrow morning. Joys of being the person who drives everyone everywhere. So yeah, my daughter's going to school tomorrow and I'm excited for her, but it just means a lot of driving for me. So yeah, okay, bye for now. Okay guys, so I'm done. Actually, there's been more than this, because this was just, I did this while I was delivering this morning. And I just spent the last 45 minutes finishing up one of the books. I'm so close to finishing 2 of them. So I was just finishing up one of them. So this is done. I have finished the entire series. I liked it so much. It's not a YA. But it was so good. I really liked it. I thought it ended really well. I don't know, I've heard that people complain about the 3rd book. I have no complaints about it. I think it's really good. And it really makes up for the fact that I hated the Jack the Ripper stories. I hated the fact that she was always going, oh, well, I'm not like other girls, because I like to do gross things too. Dude, a lot of us do. It's not new. But it really bothered me that she was so big on the not like other girls in the Jack the Ripper series. I only made it through 2 books. This one, so much better. So much better. Almost like it's not the same person writing it. I am almost done with Serpent and the Wings of Night. I've got about 50 pages left. I'm going to go over to Nikki's house and finish it. I also need to upload and edit this, because I wanted it up today and it's not going up today. But I will get it up this week. So it'll be up tomorrow or Friday. You will know better than I will, because you'll be seeing it. I have no idea if I posted anything yesterday, but yesterday was a very hard, very stressful day. I only got like an hour or so of reading done yesterday, so I'm making up for today. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go to my friend's house and finish reading The Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I will give you a closing thought about that at the end of this video, and you will be seeing this shortly. Bye for now. Hi guys, so I just wanted to close this out. I did finish The Serpent and the Wings of Night last night. I was very tired. I got 4 hours of sleep yesterday. Went to bed at 2 a.m. because we had a not so fun day at home. And then I woke up at 6 for work. But I somehow managed to keep my burning eyes open long enough to finish this book. And even though it was well over my 24-hour mark, I did want to update you guys. It took me about 6 more hours to get it all done because I was reading slowly. But it ended up being pretty good. I was a little hampered by it because I was budding reading it with my friend Nikki, and if she's watching this, hi. And she zoomed past me and was on the 2nd book, and she was having a really hard time getting through the 2nd book. So unfortunately it did damper my excitement of the 1st book just a little bit, and now I'm not super thrilled about moving on to the next one. She said that it was totally worth the journey because the book ended amazingly. But it did make me not care as much about finishing this one, which is a bummer, and it happens sometimes. Sometimes your peers will make it more hyped, and sometimes they will bring down your hype a little bit. But it was really good. I did like it. I gave it 4 stars. Definitely not my favorite book, but it was really good. It did give me Fourth Wing vibes because of the competition and the supernatural side of it, and the Subtle romantic content. There's not a lot of romantic content in this, but there is definitely some. And yeah, I do want to read the next one. Hopefully reading the short story will reinvigorate me and get me to want to finish it. So I just wanted to say bye and let you know that I finished the book, and I will see you in another video soon. I do not have anything planned for next week yet, so we will see what happens. And sorry this is so late, but it just takes me longer than usual to get things done right now. I don't know why. I think I'm having a little bit of a depression issue. You ever have those moments where you're feeling a little snappy, but you don't really know why, and it's making you slow to do stuff? That's me right now. So, yeah. I've said 12 times in the last 2 minutes. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you guys next time.